Good morning, world. The queens are here. Sunrise shining, a voice so strong. Women speaking truth all morning long. Stories, wisdom, hearts that go. Queens in the morning, running the show. Queens in the morning, feel that soul in the air. Strong women rising, that's something to share. Queens in the morning, let the whole world know. When the queens start talking, watch the power flow. You're listening to Queens in the morning.
Good morning, Grand Rising, and welcome to Queens in the Morning. Today is a celebration. This week, we are honoring the birthdays and the incredible legacies of two icons who changed the world in completely different arenas. One of my favorites, my GOAT, hence Laker girl, Kobe Bryant, and of course, the soundtrack to most of all of our lives, Mr. Michael Jackson. Okay, Kobe Bryant was born on August 23rd. His birthday just passed this past Sunday, 1978. And Michael Jackson's birthday is actually coming up this Saturday on August 29th. He was born in 1958. One dominated the basketball court, the other dominated the stage. But before I get into everything, I was waiting for all the queens to get here so I could do the intro. We just had Gina. I guess she's working on her background here. And we got Gary Finney. Hey, Gary Finney, our king is in the building. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you, Gary Finney.
Gary Finney.
Let me go ahead and intro my sis that's here. Damn it. Let me see what's going on. Wow. Okay, let me get into this.
The devil is a liar.
Okay. So good morning to you, Mrs. Empress Betty Murray. But I am your host, of course, Stephanie Laker Girl Beard. I'm here with my beautiful sis, my co-host, Elise Murray, who is known to the agents, to the stars, representing and working with some of the biggest names of entertainment, including Cameo, Sherelle, Eddie Levert, Club Nouveau, and more. Good morning to you, sis. What's up, Queen?
Good morning, good afternoon here on the East Coast. Good morning out there on the West Coast. I'm just glad to be here because, listen, we have to have two rewinds, right?
Yes.
Life, and I'm just glad.
Yeah, life is life. Life be life, and
Queens.
And life comes before everything else. And of course, we got our other queen in the building that just stepped in on stage with us. We also have Gina Butterfly, executive producer of the Simi Braxton Show, with over 20 years of experience in real estate, along with her creative work as a makeup artist, fashion show stylist, and interior designer. Good morning, Queen. What's happening, girl?
A lot's happening this morning. Lots happening. Good morning, Queens. Good morning, Queens.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. And just stepped in the building is Queen Gwen Fox, CEO of Gwen Fox Talent Agency, a known singer, songwriter, and a woman who truly understands the power of music, performance, and legacy. Good morning to you, Queen. What's happening?
What's up? No, let me quit. What's up? No, everything is up. Everything is good.
Yes.
Blessed, man. It's a great day today out here. It's sunny, hot, but
Hot.
you know, it's just kind of bubbly, feel good kind of thing. Yeah.
Morning to you. And
Morning to you.
so like I said, today is a special day, a special show. We are celebrating one of the two most influential men that affected my life, of course, Kobe Bryant, as I mentioned, the GOAT. He is my GOAT. Michael Jordan is the real GOAT, but he's the replica of Michael Jordan. So this show is going to be about him, their birthdays. His birthday just passed on August 23rd. He was born in 1978. It was on this past Sunday. And then, of course, this upcoming Saturday is going to be the guy that we all know, pretty much the soundtrack to our lives, Michael Jackson. born August 29th, 1958. So one dominated the basketball court, the other dominated the stage, but both had something very important in common. They didn't just want to be good, they didn't want to be unforgettable. And they became exactly that. So today, Queens, we are talking about their talent, their drive, their influence, their impact on our culture, and why generations later, people are still saying their names. So let's get into it. Of course, I got video and stuff. I got stuff that we could show. We're gonna start with Mr. Kobe Bryant because his birthday just passed. His birthday, of course, was like I said, August 23rd. Let me see if I got some. August 23rd was his birthday. So let me get into some video first here so we can get the gist of my dude, my guy. Like, I really miss him. And I've had the privilege of meeting the young Kobe Bryant, and also as he evolved as the Laker. I was able to, me and my son got to meet him when Magic Johnson used to give these foundational parties, and Kobe was young, just came on to the Lakers. He was coaching the celebrity basketball team. He was a coach on one side, and Vivica Fox was a coach on the other side. And I had my young son with me, and I got his autograph. I was able to get Kobe Bryant's autograph. So I have that in the safe place. He signed a towel for my son, and he's just never going to be unforgettable. So this is
Dear Kobe.
Bryant.
Dear Kobe. Dear Kobe. Dear Kobe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kobe Bean. Kobe, thank you, man.
Dear Kobe. Thank you.
Thank you for your passion, your commitment, and dedication to basketball.
Thank you for showing us that the number 24 isn't just a number on your jersey, but the amount of hours in a day that you have to devote to the game to be the best.
Thank you for pushing through when your body says no, but your heart said yes.
Dear basketball, from the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks and shooting imaginary game-winning shots in the Great Western Forum, I knew one thing was real. I fell in love with you.
What can I say? Mamba out.
Mr. Kobe Bryant right there, you guys. For 20 seasons, he wore one uniform. The Los Angeles Lakers, 5 NBA championships, an NBA MVP, which he should have had way more than one, 18 All-Star selections, 2 Olympic gold medals, and after basketball, he even became an Academy Award winner. But when people talk about Kobe today, they don't only talk about trophies. They talk about that Mamba mentality. And that mentality was about preparation, discipline, focus, sacrifice, and constantly challenging yourself to become better than you were yesterday. So I'm going to ask you, Queens, what made Kobe different from other great, or let me ask you this. Do you believe the Mamba mentality can be applied? Wait, I know I sent you guys a total of 4, so I'm trying to get those ones that I've sent to you guys. Okay, let's start with this one. What made Kobe Bryant different from other great athletes?
He never stopped. Oh, sorry. I want to.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Okay.
Kobe never gave up. I don't care what it was. If he had 15 broken fingers, he's going to make a way. He's going to make a way. Kobe's going to be Kobe. And he wasn't human. He just wasn't human. He's a wonderful guy. He just made a way. Whatever. There was no such thing as I can't. I will not. I can't succeed. So
very true.
It's a lot of I can say about him, but I won't take up the stage.
No, go ahead. Who wants to answer what made Kobe different from other great athletes?
He was relentless. He was it's that mindset of like really focused on self-improvement, self-awareness, self-achievement. He knew. I feel like doing my research on him, he knew who he was. He knew what he had to do. Um, and then he told himself where he was going. He set
Mhm.
the bar, right? And anybody can do that. Anyone can, know themselves and work on self-improvement, self-achievement, self-awareness. But it was relentless to
Yes.
all things necessary, like whatever else that was going on. But it's funny because I studied and I said, wow, he still was a great dad, right? Because he had three beautiful girls at
Yes.
the time and then extended his family. But he still had this relentless, when I think of it, that makes him different. The only person that, we would say above that would be Michael Jordan
Hmm.
or Walt Chamberlain, Dr. J, who
Yes.
don't get that, like that he would receive. But it's
Hmm.
he set his record. It's the way he put out that track record of being relentless by any means necessary. And that might be, and that means I got to sacrifice a lot of things around me. But I'm going to be steadfast, stead focused on being relentless. So that's what comes to me, my mind,
No
relentless.
problem. Yeah.
Hmm.
What about you, Gwen?
Um, I feel, I mean, it's similar to what she's saying.
Hmm.
It's the tenacity. The tenacity that he had. It was just,
Hmm.
like, because it's like he got this vision. He had this vision that was stronger than just his human body. It
Yeah.
was the burning, it was burning in his soul, and the vision was so vivid for him that
Hmm.
was just all he saw. That was
Hmm.
just that was. I mean, of course, he saw his family, but that was the goal. That was the passion that was within him that made him happy. That was like the purest form of his passion, which was basketball and winning at that,
Yes.
because he saw others, and he had his own vision as to how I believe that God gave him a vision about this, and all with that vision, that he was just guided every step of the way. He was guided, and he stayed true to what that thing that he saw about himself.
Hmm.
He just stayed to that tenacity. It's like, even if he wanted to quit, that thing inside of him, that he connected with, that
Hmm.
synergy of that
Yes.
would not even allow, because it was like that wasn't an option. It was, where we have option, and that's the thing, we have options in a whole lot of things. Like, okay, well, I could do, like, we have those, but for him, there was no option, because that he saw, behind the veil.
Yeah.
That's what he was meant to do. So that's what, although I'm not like sporty girl like that, I mean, you have to be clear on that fire, on that
Yeah.
energy that was like so powerful. So you could feel that, and you can see that, and I found myself rooting for him, and and all that too, based upon his own energy. I had the pleasure of meeting him, when my family sang at the Laker game, the national anthem,
Hmm.
the group She, and got the pleasure of meeting him there too, and everybody else. But that was a really cool thing. But even his focus, then you could see his focus,
Oh,
that
always.
focus was crazy. It's like all in your eyes when you
Yeah.
like really focus, like nothing is really going to distract you like
Hmm.
that. So, long answer, but that's my feeling about tenacity.
That's that Mamba mentality that
And
people speak about and talk about, and how he just, oh, there's a little echo, I don't know why, but yeah, that Mamba mentality, that no one, I don't believe, besides Michael Jordan possessed that type of mentality. I mean, one of the things that made Kobe's story so interesting was that basketball wasn't going to be the end of his story. He also became a businessman, a storyteller, a filmmaker, a mentor. And most importantly, we got to see another side of Kobe as a father, because he's a girl's dad. No sons, all girls, and to see that as a father, and then the one who passed with him. I'm not saying that he has special relationships. I saw, looking from the outside, with all of his daughters, but that one, that Gianna, she
Right,
was connected to his hip.
right.
Yes, she
She was
was.
connected to his
Was.
hip.
Yeah.
And
That's her man.
yes, exactly. And the world, we just saw him proudly support Gianna. He created the Mamba Academy and then the women's basketball. He just supported all of that. And that's what I loved about him too. He was always already building another chapter in his life. When he left basketball, he actually left that part of his life after he did. Like we said, he was focused and used that Mamba mentality after he walked off of that court and said Mamba out. He really meant that. And so, because I swear, you guys, I want to ask you guys, and I'm going off a little script. What were you guys doing when you heard when he passed away, the day that he passed, which was on, I believe it was either the day before Jay King's birthday, or the day, I believe it was January 26th. Yeah. Do you guys recall how you found out and what you were doing? Go ahead. Who wants to go first?
Okay. So I was at my parents' house. It was Simi, my dad's friend D-Train, and my dad and my brother. And D-Train came into the family room, and he just shook his head. He said, "This is some BS." He says, "This is not real." And he says that Kobe Bryant died. Said, "How did he die?" He said, "In the plane crashes." That's fake. And everybody went on about their business. And then it became breaking news. And it was just a really quiet moment for a while. And that's when I saw a bunch of grown men, just tears rolling out of their eyes. It was just still unbelievable. Mm-hmm. So I was at my parents' house.
Okay.
During that time.
And Elise?
I was home.
Okay.
A conversation, and it's funny. I was just starting to do research about his Mamba mentality, the academy, what he was doing in Brianna, and I was learning about the book that he was doing in different languages.
Your basketball.
Really trying to focus on educating the young adults, right? About having that Mamba mentality and understanding the cobra, the animal, the snake. And I was just studying this because I was having a conversation with a gentleman at the time that liked me. He studied sports. And he was teaching me a bunch of different things about COVID, right? And then we saw it on the news, and I couldn't believe it. I felt like my heart just, it's the same feeling I had when we lost Prince. Same thing that happened when I was at the airport with Michael Jackson. I'm still with it today. And I was devastated. I actually felt like I was doing things, right? Because we're passionate people.
Yes.
Right? And I'm going to tell you, I was so devastated that I went to my health and I called her Esther. And I started researching because I was like, no. And then I saw the symptoms. And I said, why is it that the symptoms always predict? And then I went into trying to connect the dots and calling up FBI plans in DC because I was like, this does not make sense, you know? So you asked me where was I home, impacted, emotional, and devastated.
Oh, yeah.
Watching it on television, I couldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
It was real because it was playing, and they kept playing it.
Yeah.
So,
What about you, Gwen?
I was at home.
Mm-hmm.
I was at home, and I remember turning on the TV, and I saw that. I mean, I couldn't even believe it. I mean, it was like it was not real.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it was his daughter as well.
Yeah.
So that really hurt a lot. Like I was like, wow, just the whole idea of somebody that was about to like change basketball for females and doing a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Like he had a vision that went, like everything that he did, it was pretty much always connected to what he really was. And so I was like, I mean, I didn't love it like you, Stephanie. I don't know.
Yeah.
hardly any woman that loves him, voice like you. But it was still just the fact, and the only comfort, if there was any for me, is that like she was with her dad.
Yeah.
That they were together, and that was like the only thing that I thought that at least they were together. But yeah, I was at home, and then because I didn't believe it, I was changing
Yeah.
stations and just thinking that was sort of like a fluke or something, because on social media, not that I was on that, but on social media, the flukes that they were saying when people had passed away.
Yeah, they always saying, yeah.
I was thinking that like this was like they made a mistake.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, but when I was looking at different stations, it was like unbelievable, that he had so much to give, and he had given a lot, but he had so much to give, and that, and so did his daughter, which was a carbon copy of him. Like he had a lot of that same energy. That just really made me sad. I was sad for a while over that, because when you think about somebody that was placed on this earth, to be such a huge impact for worldwide, that the platform like that was set into motion, by God for the universe. It was just set into motion to like that, like you can do this, here's the formula. He gave the formula, and then, and so it's like, I was home, and it kind of, and it still bothers me.
Yeah.
It still bothers me when things happen in that manner, when you question like, well,
That's God, though.
yeah,
Question him. I was definitely here.
God.
Yeah.
It's the people that may have been around him.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
It's sad that it happened, kind of thing, so.
For me, you guys, it was definitely devastated. It's still as clear as pie, because the day before it happened, it was a beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous in California. You couldn't see a cloud in the sky.
Right.
And then that very night, my daughter and I were FaceTiming, and it was cloudy. It was scary, dark cloud, just eerie. She sent me pictures because they had went out. She was away at college, and she had sent me pictures that they were going to go get something to eat. And I said, please be careful, because the pictures that she sent me were so eerie looking, like scary.
Right.
And then that next morning, Jay and I were talking, and I was looking out the window, and I was like, oh my God, it is so weird and scary out here. It's clouds in the sky. It was just beautiful yesterday. What's going on? It was just so scary. And then as I'm talking to him on the phone, I get a pop-up text or whatever, Kobe Bryant's dead, died in the helicopter. And I'm like, and I go to Jay and I said, oh my God, Jay. And I'm like panicking. And I said, they're saying Kobe. I could barely speak. They're saying Kobe Bryant died. He's like, what? And then he said, okay. He's like panicking. He said, okay, let me call you back. So he's doing that. He's doing whatever, trying to. And then I'm going through my research and everything. People are saying, no, it's not true. Like everybody's saying it's not true. When TMZ finally say something, of course, it's pretty 95% true when they're saying shit.
Right.
So it didn't finally come. And they're just saying Kobe. They're not saying the other people. They're not saying his daughter. They're not saying any of the above. Now they just confirming Kobe. And it just happened. Like I could drive to the place where the accident happened. And, you asking yourself, why are they going up in this weather? Why are they circling around this area? Why is, we questioning everything. And then finally they come out and say, who was on, the daughter was on there. And then the other, passengers were on there. So it was I can't remember the total, but it was several people on this helicopter. And just in my mind, I'm just like, I still couldn't believe it for days, for weeks and months and all of the above, because
sad.
It was just young. These people are young. Lives are gone in that manner so quick. And then all the conspiracy theories and all these things are coming out. It's just, man, not Kobe. he has so much to give, like you said, Gwen, so much to live for his daughter, all the people on there, all the lives that were lost on there. So yeah, it was definitely a devastating moment.
And you know, it was eerie.
Yeah,
when you said that,
very
it
eerie.
was
Yeah.
eerie.
It was very eerie out here.
Yeah, that was weird. It
was very weird, and I wish they, Groundhog's Day, whatever, just never went up. Or when they were circling around in Van Nuys, I wish they would have just landed there, because Van Nuys is about 15 minutes away from here. The airport is about 15 minutes away from here, and then the Mamba Academy is a little, going west of Van Nuys from where I'm at, and so for that helicopter, I don't, I always wonder what was the conversation on that helicopter.
Right.
What were they talking about? What was said? Like, the helicopter, the pilot, he's, basically that's the reason is they said that he became, I forgot what they call that term, where he's lightheaded or whatever. He don't know where he's flying to, and then he fly right into a mountain, and that's how they perished. They flew it right into a mountain. Hey, good morning, Shirley Shepherd. Good to see you. Empress is in the building. As I swear, Empress Betty Murray is in the building as well. Gary Finney. But yeah, so that day took a toll on a lot of people I know, because my family, we are all Laker fans. Everybody in my family, including my G baby, she came out the womb a Laker baby, including my daughter and my son. They all been. My aunt introduced me. She was a Magic fan. She had season tickets, so I've been going to the Forum, since the age of 14, celebrating the Lakers. And when I heard about this little young phenom coming over to the Lakers, I was so excited about him, and always stayed a fan from the day that he stepped foot on at being a Laker, wearing that jersey. Number 8, started with number 8 and ended with number 24, you guys. So that's my theme for Kobe. You guys, I could go on and on about Kobe, but we are sharing this day with another phenom. But before I get into that, I did upload. Let me see where my pictures of Kobe. If I thought I had the baby pictures of him. Yes. Okay. So this is. Let me get his little collage. This is him as a youngster. Him and his sister. His sister right there. It's so precious. Let's see where else, because I know I could only put a certain amount of pictures up here, which I was tripping off of. And there you go, right there. Kobe Bryant. Let's see where else I got more of him. No, so let's see. We got that right there, Kobe, and of course. Happy birthday, Mr. Kobe Bryant. Yeah, he is truly missed. Truly missed. I know that when we do get up to heaven, it's going to be a party. It's going to be, we all should be happy with all the folks that's up there. That's for dang sure. That's for dang sure, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and end it right there with Kobe. And I would have gave them each their day, but unfortunately, I'm going to be traveling for the next 10 to 15 days. So they are sharing the platform. So we're going to go ahead and move on to one of the greatest phenom now, one global icon to another, Michael Jackson. There are entertainers, you guys, but they are superstars.
Yeah.
And then there are the rare people who completely change what entertainment looks like. And Michael Jackson was one of those people. From the Jackson 5 to becoming the king of pop, Michael created moments that became part of the world culture. ABC, I Want You Back. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Rock With You. Billie Jean. Beat It. Thriller. Man in the Mirror. Remember the Time. Black or White. And that's only scratching the surface, y'all, with his music. That's only scratching that surface. Michael didn't simply release songs. He created events. And when Michael premiered a video, people stopped what they were doing to watch. When he performed, millions watched. When he introduced the world to the moonwalk during Motown 25, everybody wanted to try it, y'all. So before we get into it, let me get a couple of videos up of my man, Mr. Michael Jackson. These are some of my favorite. So I got more, and I'm gonna see if I can upload them. But this is where it all started. Let me do this one real quick, then we're gonna talk about these two Wow.
It.
Oh my God.
Yes.
When he sang Smokey Robinson's song, Better Than Smokey Robinson.
Right.
My God. He was just so, oh my God, just rare and incredible. Just seeing those videos, you guys, give me your reaction on and how you felt when you first seen him sing those particular songs.
Look at me jumping in.
Go ahead, yeah.
I was like, what? I was like that. It was like, what? And I was younger. So when I did like a little talent show, I did the first one. Who's Loving You? I did that song, sing it lick for lick for lick for lick. I mean, it's like you got to sing it exactly like that. So for me, it was like all of that passion that he was putting in that song. That he was like that entertaining, and it was like telling that story. So if you didn't know about love, he's singing about love. It's like this little boy know what love is about, you know. And it's like, and literally that helped me in singing, you know, to sing with that much passion and that fire. Like I know what I'm talking about because I've been in love and I haven't been in love, but I know one thing. I know that voice, that energy, those movements, you know, doing all of those movements that they were doing. I was like, it's like hard to even explain what it was. It was just, it was like a
magic
shift in me as an entertainer. It was a shift to how you can do that. He's little like me, so you know, it's like he's doing that, you know, and it was a whole thing for me.
Yes. What about you, Lisa?
Well, I'll go ahead and you got it, Queen?
Go ahead.
I'll be short. What amazes me as these kids never seen Michael Jackson in their lives, the kids that are growing up now, and they have this little they're in love with Michael Jackson.
Yes, all over
want
again.
To be Michael Jackson all over again. And they're doing it where Simi is coaching, he's coaching at this little elementary school. The little kids, they're having talent shows, you know, with Michael Jackson. They are Michael Jackson, trying to see who can moonwalk the best. And they just lose their mind when the Michael Jackson song comes on. They're just like, yeah, they just freak out and just, it's just, Michael was just a phenom. He was just, I can't explain. Michael, Kobe, Prince is
Yes.
just, they had, I don't know what it is. I mean,
They
I know
had-
what it is.
They had
but
some that we know nobody will ever possess again. Unfortunately.
Nobody. Okay, I'm done.
For me, just a couple of things. First of all, my mom had 4 children,
Right.
so we were talented. All of us had a talent, and if we didn't, she was gonna make sure we had a talent.
Okay.
Our focus was to make sure her babies wasn't going to, she was single parent raising 4 children. So she was going to make sure that we were not going to just be out here exposed in the streets. So she was finding creative ways for us how to do different creative things in the house. And you could not tell us that we were not the Jackson 5 like being poor.
Okay.
I dressed up and we would curse. My mom would sit and show us how to breathe. We would be singing their songs, and you guys are going to be in talent shows. So she was focused, like she was real serious about that. And we would have events and have, what would we call it? Open house.
Okay.
We would perform songs from the Jackson 5, or every time the cartoon came on in the morning, we all got up, my brothers and I, and we were dancing. We had Applejacks, we had scarves, we had dresses. My mom, she made all of our shows, our clothes. We didn't have a silver spoon in our mouth. So for us, it was like we were the Jackson 5 in our development.
Right.
And then my baby brother was the one that was like, he was on the show, Evan. He was
Yes.
on Mr. Virgo. Like, you could not tell him he was not Michael Jackson. My mom had to get the jacket. He had to bedroom. My mom had a blue and Indian retreat type of vibe for my brothers. And then with all the sports, he transformed the room into all things Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson had a cousin or someone in the private houses in the trees where we lived. So Evan connected with that family, and he came back and started telling everybody in school that he was a cousin. So
He was his.
yeah, also was performing in the house because we wanted to go into theater. All of us, I mean, this one was the scarecrow, this one was this one was drumming, karate. So for mom, it was like, this is how she's going to keep her babies together.
Yes.
Right? We're going to perform, we're going to do our shows, and we're going to act out Michael Jackson. We're going to learn how to breathe. You're going to learn your dance steps. We're going to learn how to move. But it wasn't like Joe Jackson, like
That's what I was about to say.
and cracking the whip. It was her way of, this is how I'm going to keep my family together. This was our soul food on Sunday at Mama's house. It was every day, our down day, or after summer camp, or no, we were little, so we weren't even at summer camp at that time. This was how she was going to be creative in this apartment with her 4 babies, because of her and her babies. So she was growing up with us as she came on and said in the Freeze Live. And it was, we took on to the Michael Jackson. And the other thing I want to say is that the Jackson was known as royalty. The Jackson
Oh, yes.
was known as royalty.
Yes,
So
they
she
were.
would say, you're the Murray, you're royalty. You have to walk with our head up high and be that and have that mentality like the Jackson, because you're the Murray, But it was all fun, protection, love, creativity, and let me see her art and whimsical and the connection with my children in the art, So I said a mouthful.
Okay, Gary Finney, our king, said, I watched this show, The Legend of Chamberlain Heights, and they had an episode called End of Day, and the episode had a fire. Oh, he was talking about a fiery helicopter crash. And then for Michael, he said that the videos that I showed aired on November 16, 2016. No. Oh, it aired on, I don't know if he's talking
Maybe
about.
he's talking about Kobe.
Yeah, he must be talking about Kobe. Empress says, took my 4 kids to Radio City Music Hall, sat in nosebleed seats, celebrating my son's birthday with homemade birthday cake, potato salad, and fried chicken. Me and my kids, along with their father. Okay, she's talking about Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Okay. Okay. I got more video. I gotta Gotta have some more Michael up on this piece. Let's see, where's the other one? Here we go.
Really?
I'm going to ask you to do one of my favorite things of many, many beautiful things you've done, and it's With a Child's Heart. Okay?
Okay, thank you. I'll be happy to.
All right. How about it for Michael?
With a child's heart, go face the worries of the day. With a child's heart, turn each problem into play. No need to worry. No need to fear, just being alive makes it all so very clear. With a child's heart, nothing can ever get you down. With a child's heart, you've got no reason to frown. Love is as welcome as a sunny day. No grown-up thoughts to lead our hearts astray. Take life easy, so easy, nice and easy, like a child, so gay and so carefree. Yeah. The whole world smiles with you as you grow your merry way. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, with a child's heart, nothing's gonna get me down. Oh, with a child's heart, oh, nothing's gonna get me down. Oh, with a child's heart, I said nothing's gonna get me down.
That's one of my favorite songs by him. Oh my God. I'm going to ask you, what you got, Queens, which Michael era was your Michael Jackson 5? What was it? Was it with the Jackson 5, Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Dangerous, or later Michael? I'll go first. Oh my God, it's so hard. It's just so hard to say because I love them all. But if I'm going to choose, if I have to choose, I'm going to say that I'm just going to put them in order for me. I would say the young Michael, it's just took me to the heel. Like all his music being that young and be able to sing the way he did and dance. Michael was just off. I mean, there was no other like him. I didn't even know Prince at the time, was aware of Prince at that time. So Michael was definitely introduced to me first. And then I'm going to say the Jackson 5. I don't know if you guys, if you ever have the chance, please go listen to all of the Jackson 5. music. And then when they transition from Jackson 5 to the Jacksons, it's incredible. So I'm gonna be honest, I can't even choose. I can't choose, you guys. I can't choose because I love every era that he stepped in. He just evolved every time, just from a kid to from being young to Jackson 5 to the Jackson, and then becoming a solo artist, just every era. But as a solo artist, I'm gonna say my favorite would be the Off the Wall album. The Off the Wall album. I'm gonna go ahead and choose the Off the Wall album, although Thriller is closely by the Off the Wall album. So again, which Michael era was your Michael? Was it the Jackson 5, Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Dangerous, or later Michael? Who wants to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
Mine's always short. Jackson 5, the Christmas album.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, girl. I saw Mike Santa Claus kissing. Oh,
yes, that was my favorite to no end. And
Yes.
then it's between Off the Wall and Thriller.
Okay.
There's a tie there because they had some awesome songs on both.
Yes.
albums.
Yes.
So, but, yeah.
Destiny album is the shit. Go ahead. Who wants to go next?
I'm gonna say I love the Jackson 5 era.
Okay.
You know, because we grew up with them and it was for us and father them and listening to their music inspired me and my siblings. It just reminded me of family and siblings and together.
Yeah.
Off the Wall, the connection of me spending the 2 decades talking to them as an agency and looking at what his Off the Wall, these are my notes that I wrote, captured that exact energy of breaking out, independent, equal ambition. So that's not like eras that I'm connected with. And then Bad, who's Bad? You know,
Yes.
them being challenged about, you know, him and Prince, who's badder.
Yes.
And for me, it was breaking out on my own as an agent and the competition I had to go through with the Boy Voice Club and
Okay.
pushing myself and letting people know without saying it by my stamp, like I'm bad, who's bad, I'm bad. So those connections, Jackson 5 family, Off the Wall, and for me.
Okay.
hmm
Okay, Gwen.
And so for me, I'm like you, Stephanie. It's like, how do you
Yeah.
choose that? I mean, it was like an evolution, like from when he was a
Yes.
kid. You know, he was phenomenal. Then you knew he was a phenomenal talent when he was very young, and then every time he grew, every change in his life as a young boy and everything, he was just as fierce each step, every because he made sure of that, you know.
Yes.
But and if I were to have to, I mean, I don't even want to choose because that's like okay, well, I only liked you when you were a baby. When you have a kid, I only like you when you're a baby. When you were a toddler, you know. And so, you know, the rest of no, it's like we literally went on a journey with the Jackson 5, the Jackson. They evolved.
Yes.
Now the Osmonds were doing that too, but they didn't do that like the Jacksons. They didn't have all of that. They didn't have that struggle in there.
Right.
When you sang a song that you knew that you were touching a lot of people because everybody's not born with a silver spoon in their mouth. So they didn't. They were like real and they were authentic. And I would say I won't choose between that.
Okay.
But what I will say is I liked Off the Wall,
Okay.
but I really did like Dangerous. I really liked
Okay.
Dangerous.
Dangerous is
that
fire.
I was
Yes.
feeling me some Dangerous, like over and over, which I did all of them. The Jacksons, all of them I
Yeah,
played
all
over.
this.
But it was something about the Dangerous that it's like, yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah.
I'm you know, this is where I
Yep.
am, and you know, and I'm not taking no prisoners, You know, if you about this music, then you're gonna get this. If you're not, you better go ask somebody, because that was what it was for me. So I can't choose. You making it hard for some
Yeah.
queens up here, you know. But that's my answer too. Yeah. You change it.
Gary Finney said Thriller. Michael's, that's his biggest selling album ever. He also said the Jacksons made All I Do Is Think of You, and Troop remade the song. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Troop is my buddies that grew up with Troop, went to school with them. Empress Betty Murray said, I think that Michael may have possibly wrote about his feelings and himself in his songs without mentioning himself. You seen feel his personal presence in some of his songs, music, songs, so pretty. Yes, I totally agree. And we're gonna go into another video here, y'all, because I got to keep Michael all his stuff.
They follow each other on the window, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why no one got to know. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. They say, why can I let this human nature? Why does he do me that way? Reaching out. See that girl? She's a magic. She likes the way I stare. And they say, why can I let his human nature? Why can he do it all? They say, why can I let his human nature? Why does he do me that way? I like living this way. I like loving this way.
Whoa, y'all. I mean, just watching those videos, I want to cry because this man is, oh my God. And with Jafar coming out with the movie, it's just so, it's just so present in our lives. Like Michael is still, he's still here. You know, Jafar is making us feel like he is still here in the building with us now. When, which Michael Jackson video made the biggest impression on you, Queens? Was it Thriller, Billie Jean, Beat It, Remember the Time, Smooth Criminal, or another one? Oh, shoot.
They're all different.
There you go
They are.
again.
I'm gonna
They're
tell you.
all different.
But the biggest impression I'm gonna tell you guys was Billie Jean, because you remember that was the time that MTV wasn't playing black folks on TV, right? Their videos. And Michael, he changed all of that. And you saw in the movie how he had the guy tell him, "Hey, I need you to have." Michael said, "I want to have my videos on MTV. Otherwise, I'm not doing this or that or the other." So when that happened, you guys, I remember when specifically because I went to a party. And the party kept playing Billie Jean repeatedly, just like MTV did. MTV had it in so heavy rotation, Billie Jean, and that's when Michael just took off even more because he knew if he got into that room, and he was already international. These people were already crying and breaking their necks over Michael Jackson. But with Billie Jean, but like you guys said, they were all different. Thriller, oh my God, all of them. But if you had to, Queens, I want to hear your choice. What video?
I'm gonna have to go with Remember the Time.
Okay. Yes.
Because Remember the Time, just how they shot that, how the cinematography,
That's it.
all of that,
Yeah.
like everything, and just having the acting in it.
Yeah.
It was, not to mention that groove and that feel and that whole thing. I bet you like that whole thing for me.
Yes.
Like for real, that one was for me because you were seeing and all these beautiful colors and everything was just nice, and the story. Remember the Time, going all the way back to Africa, going back and being proud of what he was about and the whole thing. It was like he could have chose anything else, but he chose our people. He chose to show you the royalties because their family was that. He chose to show you, take you all the way back and show that. You know what I mean? And you can use Remember the Time. You can use Remember the Time as a love story, which that was, but you can also go back to like, remember when Africa was like this, and the kings and the queens and all this. So he gave us a piece of history as well. So for me, that one is the one that even now, if I go look at, if I put that on right now, I'm going to look at that at least another couple of times, like at least that, because that's how much, because you can always go back and see something that because you can't, you so fixated on Eddie Murphy and Michael, that you kind of might miss stuff. So you go back and then you see it, you go back and see how the servants were. You go back and see how everything was the epitome of greatness in that particular, for me, that particular.
And that choreography was off the
chain. Off the chain. Like it was like so good. It was so good.
Yes.
And it still is for me. It still is for me. So that for me, like you see, I'm getting passionate and excited about it.
We all get excited about everything we talk about him. Go ahead. Who wants to go next?
I echo when I was going to say the same thing, but she said everything I would have put in addition to Remember the Time is the magic, the vision, the creativity. The fact that he can call all the different actors and actresses, and it doesn't have money, I understand. They did this because Michael comes, right? And then listening to, Michael didn't play any instruments, if I'm correct. And Michael used his hands, his thighs, his side of his chest, and mouth, like Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
Right.
It was his instrument.
And to see, right, and to see him, and he was very precise with anybody that co-wrote his songs, because I understand he wasn't the writer, but they put their names on, but I could be wrong. And to see him get a course out and the connection. I love seeing the behind the scenes when they're making of the video. And he's the one that broke the barrier with, like when said, cinematography. And everybody started following. They had big budgets that would get the money from marketing from these labels. And to watch him be precise on color, like she said, going back to Africa, Egypt, getting the models, Iman, just getting Eddie Murphy, getting all the different celebrities because he made a phone call. And it wasn't about them making money, it was about them showing up for Michael. And then to see him deliver, like she said, love song and the love story and the parallel of the connection of today and Africa. Do you remember the time going back, right? And then when he knows that he's got to go between these guards and these guards and these guards, and then and seeing him go like dust, but he turned the dust into gold, which said a lot about our people from Africa, who we are, our melanin, and the quality of who we are. That's why it's special for me. And to see TV is black and brown people, right?
Yes.
Say he was not afraid. It wasn't a dark skin video, and it was the dark skin time, or a light skin video, and it was the light skin time. No, I want the name of Tsunami Killers. I want the Iman. I want the Eddie Murphy. I want all the greats and upcoming actors and actresses, right? And fly in Alvin Ailey dancers and to show the tribes. I just remember the time. It's just, I'm very excited about it. So yeah.
Shirley Shepherd said, I love and miss Michael. I know you do. We all do. Gary said, I went to the Victory Tour in Knoxville, Tennessee, and Neyland Stadium this last tour. I've never been able to see Michael Jackson live, you guys, ever in my life. I know. I hate that about it. He was right there in Pasadena and did I think he did the Super Bowl there. And I'm so pissed. I was never able to get to see that man live. And then Empress said, I think Michael knew he was bringing a special message. He knew that he had a path. He had to explore it. He needed room to master his thoughts and his genius. God was using him to show genius in people. And she also says, I still can accept that he's gone. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I still can accept the fact that Michael, Prince, and Kobe, those are the three that affected me the most. Let me ask you guys, the queens, was Michael a better singer, dancer, songwriter, performer, or is separating those things impossible?
That's a trick question. Impossible. That's
impossible.
He was amazing in everything he did.
That's like taking your lung out or your heart. You know, it's like, no, he was all of those things.
He was all those things, and he was amazing at all of them. Like, I can't separate it.
Yeah.
I can't. What about you, Elise? Because you haven't said
collaborating with songwriters. I think that he was a phenomenal dancer.
Yes.
Phenomenal dancer. Phenomenal adaptation. Like coming up with sounds.
Yes.
Being specific with how he wanted the sound to be. But I feel like he's had the best of the writers with him to get him to that status of Elvis Presley and the Beatles. Right? But my overall singer, passionate with his singing, choreographer, dancer, performer. Ultimate.
I want to elaborate on that because Michael was a songwriter as well.
Yes, he was.
He was a song. He wasn't just he wrote songs as well. Yeah. He even collaborated with Saida on Man in the Mirror. So he's definitely a songwriter as well.
Yeah, I said that songwriter was in there too.
Yeah.
So he definitely was a songwriter. He wrote what three of the songs on Off the Wall. I want to say.
Yeah. He's a songwriter. Yeah.
Now let me ask you guys this: who today has even come close to Michael Jackson's level of worldwide fame?
Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
Prince. Oh, and today. Oh, you mean today?
Taylor Swift, yeah.
Beyonce.
Yeah, you're right. As for what about dancing? Who do you think is close to him in dancing?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Hands down. Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Love you so, Chris. Betty Empress, she said he was a genius. Oh, we did that one. Everybody said Chris Brown. Yes, it was Chris Brown. And before we get out of here, Queens, last question. Which Michael Jackson song hits differently now that you're older? Butterfly. Okay.
Wow.
That's a beautiful
I
song.
love that song.
Oh yes, Shirley, Bruno Mars.
Bruno
Yeah,
Mars.
Oh, Bruno Mars is amazing.
Bruno Mars
know.
has that fire too, like that too.
Yeah.
That passion. Yeah.
He has a lot of soul.
Yeah. But I don't know if he hit it like, because you don't see women crying and breaking their necks, like that type of thing.
Right. No, right.
Yeah,
That's
you don't see, and that's worldwide. I know
That's
Bruno is
worldwide.
worldwide, but he ain't got that. Human Nature for
Human
Shirley.
Nature, yes.
It's so hard to pick the song, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, and why do we have to?
It's so hard.
Why do we have to?
I would say I've been listening, like I said, I've been going through the whole Jackson discography, and just, man, you guys, I mean, oh my God, that Destiny album has just been on heavy rotation for me right now. It's like, oh my gosh, the songs on there are just so amazing. And then I go back to what Gino said, that Christmas album. I remember having that album in our household, and we played it constantly. It didn't even have to be Christmas. We were still playing it. Rudolph the Red Nose, all those. So, and then he has this one song, Maria, hey, Maria. And that reminds me of my mom, because her name is Maria, and I love that song. It is so bomb. And looking through the window. Don't get me, I can't sing, but those are my songs, y'all. Those are my songs. So those is one I choose. What about y'all, ladies? What about y'all, queens?
I'm trying to figure it out because it's so many.
Betty said, Empress said, Man in the Mirror for her.
That's what I wrote.
Gary Finney said they really don't care about us. Liberian Girl, yeah, they really don't care about us. It hits hard. It's hard.
Definitely, because that's some truth.
Yes, it is. Okay, let me get into this last video.
Man in the Mirror, yeah.
Man in the Mirror, okay.
Man in the Mirror is a great song.
Yes, it is.
Because it really is about you, taking evaluation of yourself.
Yeah.
Like the word said, while you pointing your finger at one person, take that plank out of your own eye.
And that thumb right back at you.
Wait, what's the song that he did where he's over in the different countries dancing, playing, and
they don't really care about us?
Is that it? Yeah, that might be it. Okay. Because I could do continued shows on this man. I'm telling y'all, him and Prince, I would, if I could do every once a month a show on these two, I would. Hold that away. Whoa, man, you guys. Woo! That is our show.
I have to go and listen to some Michael and look at
I know, right?
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh my God. So,
I want to give props on Michael Jackson's nephew on the movie.
Oh yeah.
I didn't care for it. I loved it. I wanted more.
I
don't care what nobody said that they like it. I don't care what they say, because they don't know Michael Jackson or they don't know music. That's what I count that as. Man in the Mirror makes you look at your life today and what's going on in the world, in the United States politically. It's like a message telling people to look at yourself. This for real, don't you think? Yes, I agree. I think I totally agree with that, Empress. Black or white? Gary Finney say black or white. She said Empress said his last rehearsal video will show you his genius because he observed and corrected everything. And I was actually going to upload that video. It wouldn't allow me. It only gave me a certain amount. Then I was going to go and delete some and go back in and do it. But then it would have caused some audio issues with me being on here twice. But best believe we are about to do another Michael Jackson show. We gonna continue to do it because his music is just amazing. Before we get out of here, Queens, is there anything you want to say before
I
we
want to
get
apologize.
up out of here?
And he did co-write several of his songs.
Yes, he did.
Other conversations about it with writers and people telling me different things about people adding names on records.
Mhm.
And that's why I was checking that out. And I know producers that have produced with him and what the conversation was. That's why I was hurtful about it. But I want to come up and clarify that. The
Oh,
last
I
time
didn't hear what you said.
my review was sound fake. So I'm coming up here to correct that, address this.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
this
about
was a great show. Yeah, we got to do another one.
Yeah, we definitely got to do more of because I love music, and if I could do every show on music, I would. You guys the Empress said, "Ladies, you did a great show today. You are amazing. You stir up the energy in so many ways, and you make a person's mind function." Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Empress. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
you for being here each and every time. And thank you, Shirley. Great show. Love. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming through. We really appreciate all of you guys supporting our show. Make sure you guys share the broadcast. Invite your friends to come through. Like the JK Network. Like Queens in the Morning Facebook page. Follow us there on YouTube, especially on YouTube, because that algorithm does shoot it out to everybody. I mean, today we celebrated 2 birthdays, but more importantly, 2 extraordinary legacies. Happy heavenly birthday to you, Kobe Bryant, August 23rd, and happy birthday week to Michael Jackson, August 29th. 2 men, 2 completely different stages, 1 shared commitment to greatness. Kobe gave us the Mamba mentality. Michael reminded us to start with the man in the mirror, and both reminded us that greatness isn't simply about talent. It is about what you do with it. All of us here on Queens in the Morning, we salute Kobe Bryant and Michael Jackson, 2 icons, 2 legacies, forever legendary. And we're going to get up out of here, you guys. You guys have a great week. Stay cool out there. Stay safe. We love you guys. And peace out. Mamba out.